happens with your family? Okay, I mean, who doesn't, really, when you think about it? However, today we've got some people who say they have a mother-in-law from hell. Now, you know, I was thinking, this can be a brother-in-law, a sister-in-law, it can be anything. One mother-in-law threatened to have her daughter's husband killed. Right? Good, functional family? One followed her son-in-law everywhere he went, trying to catch him cheating. What if your own mother was doing everything in her power to break you and your husband apart? Meet Elizabeth and Michael. How you doing? Elizabeth says Michael's mother, Sue, is, and I'm quoting now, the poster child for a meddling mother-in-law. Elizabeth says Sue sticks her nose into every detail of their lives, including cooking, cleaning, and how to raise the child. Sounds, you know, like a lot of people have this problem. Elizabeth, when did it begin? Before you got married?
Before we got married.
How?
She flew down from New Jersey. We live in Georgia. 2 weeks before the wedding. She offered to come down and help, which that was a big thing. We were both working full time. It's hard to plan a wedding. She gets down there. Within 2 hours, she's changed my seating arrangements. She's changed my menu. She's decided where to put the bows in the pews, where to put the candles in the church, which candles to light first, to change the order of the ceremony. No, we don't need to light this first. She's changed it all.
Okay. Right at the beginning.
Enough to worry about to begin with the wedding, and we had to plan everything ourselves. Nobody helped us plan anything.
Who paid for the deal?
We did.
Paid for our entire wedding.
We paid for the wedding, the reception, everything.
Everything. We almost called the wedding off 6 days before the wedding.
All right.
Actually, we did. I mean, we worked it out, but it got so bad that it just, you know how it just kind of all collides at once, and it did. And she was complaining to Michael because I wasn't making her feel welcome.
All right. Let me go down what I would call a hit list. You ready?
Okay.
Did she say that Michael should not marry you because you're a white trash redneck?
She told him to make sure that I wasn't a white trash redneck before he married me. It was before she met me, and she said, she better not be one of those white trash rednecks from Georgia.
Sue has moved to be with you.
Yes, ma'am, she has.
Not in with us.
She lives about 3 miles from us.
3 miles from you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
When she came down there, what she said, she was moving down there to be near her son, and I understand that. I have a 6-year-old son, and I never want to be separated from him. But she moves in. She stayed with us the first 2 months. Within the first week, she's rearranged my kitchen cabinets. I go to work, come home, my kitchen cabinets are completely rearranged. I can't find anything in my house. She totally took over. She became the matriarch of my home. In a week's time, I felt like a prisoner, like a little child asking permission from my mommy to go outside, to do anything.
Does she drive?
No, ma'am.
Does not
She's
drive. You've got to
disabled.
drive her everywhere.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and she opens the mail.
When
She has opened our mail before. We're never there.
When she was staying with us, she, on occasion, opened our mail and would call me at work, and such came in the mail today. This bill is such and such amount, and that bill is such.
And I'm never home, so I got to hear it from her when I get home. I got to hear my mother complaining about it. I'm stuck in the middle.
All right, Michael, this is your mom.
I know it.
Listen to me. What's going on here?
I have no idea. My mother's always been a very babying child of me. I'm the youngest, and she's always been very controlling of making sure that I'm taken care of, making sure that everything's done for me, and it's put me in a position where I have to argue with my wife, I have to argue with my mother, I got to work a million hours a week, and
you're stuck you feel stuck in the middle, right?
I am stuck in the middle.
All right. Who's right, your wife or your mom?
Sally, I got to tell you this. You know, he's from up north, so there's a lot of foods he ate as a child that us Southerners don't eat. So I ask her for the recipes for him. She sabotages them. She'll leave out ingredients in the recipes so it doesn't come out right. So that she can hear, well, my mom cooks it better. She's got to be the queen bee. She controls all of his time. He works
I don't know that because until later on, I don't.
Well, wait, you know what I would do with something like that? If you want to make something that you want to eat from your up north childhood, you ask your mother for the recipe and you make it. And if there's an ingredient left out, you are the one.
If Michael works a lot of hours, me and my son, we hardly ever see him. And so his time to us is precious. When he goes over to her house, you know, she'll call, will you bring me the paper, blah, blah, blah. He goes over there. He's like, Mom, I got to go. This is my only day off. I want to go see, I want to go home and spend some time with my family. Well, I spent 20 years raising you. I sacrificed my entire life, and all I get from you is 10 minutes once a week, and I did all this for you.
She has terrible mood swings. She just, 1 minute she's fine, the next minute she's screaming her head off.
You never know which Sue.
And it's just unbelievable. The whole situation is...
There are two sides. Come on out, Sue. Two sides to every story.
Sally, can I say one thing?
True? Two sides to every story. There's got to be your side. Sue, you've been hearing her problems with you, but you also have said she's the daughter-in-law from hell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go. What's the other side?
Before the wedding, started before the wedding. First of all, I intended to come down there 2 days before the wedding with the rest of the up north wedding party, because half of the party was from up north, half of them down here. All right. My son called me and told me that my daughter-in-law wanted me to come down to help them out because she needed some help. All right. Originally, I wasn't going to go, and then I decided, okay, I will go down to help them out. All right. When I first arrived, everything was okay. All right. Then it was do whatever you need to do, you know, help me, you know. And as she started having problems, she was real stressed out, which was the reason I didn't want to go down because of the pre-bride jitters and everything. I started helping her, you know, with different little things or making suggestions. Everything got blown up. As far as the stuff around the house.
What about the thing in the recipe? Do you really leave out an ingredient?
All right.
She claims it's by accident, but...
There is, first of all, I am a very good cook. I'm not saying she's a lousy cook. I think she has misconstrued this and blown this out of proportion. A lot of the cooking that I do from memory. So a lot of times when I'm cooking, I'm just adding things to the pot. I have to stop and think. When somebody says, how do you do something? I have to stop sometimes and think because it's not coming from a cookbook. All right, as far as them helping me out with the transportation, this was pre-arranged. It was agreed before I got here. The doctors are only daytime doctors. So I have to go during the day. The few people I am friends with are not there.
But if you would call me and make arrangements and we could go to every doctor in one day so that we wouldn't do it, oh, this week we got this appointment, next week we got this appointment.
If I did every doctor in one day, they may as well just put me in the hospital.
I have to do too.
That's okay.
Hello, hold on a minute. Go ahead. I think this is a pretty typical family, unfortunately. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, what you're saying about your recipes, if you've been cooking so long, I'm a cook. If you've been cooking so long, you should know all the ingredients. If she has any questions, she would call you. Second of all, it's a federal offense to open up somebody else's mail.
Yeah. Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
Third of all, you raised your son already.
Don't
Let them
go
raise their
there.
own family now.
Open
Butt
their
out.
mail.
Butt out.
We want to
I don't
resolve
open your
everything.
mail.
Okay, that's what we're going to try and do. So you said that Elizabeth has, and I quote, NASCAR hormones.
Yes.
What is
They
a
can
NASCAR?
go from 0 to 360 in a tenth of a second.
Wait, wait.
No, you wait until I'm finished and then say,
I know her for 3 years, and your hormones are a scientific project. You need 15 doctors to figure it out.
Close your mouth and get out of here.
This is always the way she treats him, like he is the baby.
Okay, guys, we have decided this is a fairly typical family, unfortunately.
I really disagree. I think that as a mother and as a wife, I deserve a little respect for the role that I play.
Do not act that way. They give us suggestions, but they stay out of our lives.
Okay.
They stay out of our
All
lives.
right.
If I call my mother and if, say I'm upset about we're getting a little argument or something, you know what my mom says? I don't want to hear it. If he's not beating you and he's not using drugs, I don't want to know about it. It's your life.
All right, wait a minute. How often do you see your mother and talk to your mother?
Every day.
All right. So then why are you complaining? Because I want to see my son.
I don't see my mother every day. I talk to her every day.
How frequently? How frequently?
I talk to my mother every day. You talk to your son every day.
Where were you Christmas and Thanksgiving?
At my mother's house.
All right. Where was my son?
At my mother's house.
Okay.
But we came to see you too.
We came to see
How
you
long
too.
were you at my house?
Because you're miserable when we come
How
there. You're always in
long
a bad
were you
mood.
at
You're
my
gonna bring in your
house?
son and after all, moving on.
It's not a pleasant
Let's get
No, no,
working.
no, no,
Wait,
no.
wait. Let's get working on a solution. Turn to her and tell her what you want her to do.
So, I want to be a friend and a daughter-in-law to you, and I want us to respect each other, and I want me and Michael to be given the opportunity to make our own lives. If we make mistakes, well, we'll have to figure out how to correct our own mistakes. That's the only way it's gonna work.
Now, same thing as she did.
Okay.
I want you to turn. You got 2 sentences. I want you to say in 2 sentences, I know it's going to be hard, what you want from her.
Okay. I want you to be more sensitive to my needs. This is what we agreed to before I came down here. I would like to be sensitive to yours, and I would like you to allow me to spend some time with my son, because I don't know if you're aware, he's got the beeper, he's got the cell phone,
We don't have any time with them
and the minute he walks in my house, you're on the beeper, you're on the cell phone. My son, since I have
'Cause I
moved
never
down
see
there,
him.
has not spent more than 10 minutes in my house.
That's not true.
I work a
He
job
works
that's
65
70 hours a week.
We'll be right
I
back.
see my husband.
Next, this woman says she can't stand her son-in-law. Why? Well, her daughter is 16, the son-in-law is 38. She says her son-in-law is ruining her daughter's life, and she will not stop trying to break them up. Their story next.
All I want is just for everybody. I feel like Rodney King. Can't we all get along? There's enough smog already.
Well, then I think you need to get out of the way, and the issues between me and your wife
Right.
need to be dealt with between me and your wife.
I agree with that.
And you
I
need
agree
to
with
stop
that.
carrying messages back.
Right.
Are
So you need to
aware
stop
that
saying
he
things to me,
carries
and you need to let her
messages
stop
back
saying
me
things to me and talk to each
about
other.
what we need to talk. It's not respectful
How can I
for you
talk
to
when you
tell
don't
him.
even let me get a word in edgewise, Sue?
All right.
I can't talk to you.
Talk.
Although Elizabeth disagreed. You remember me saying, I've heard arguments like that in families, and I think this is not that unusual, kind of. In fact, I used the word typical. I think I used it twice. Okay. This next family, this is not typical, but it's still a problem. Meet Karen. Karen, you are a mother. I never ask this because I don't want anyone to ask me. You're the mother-in-law, and you are how old?
36.
36 years old. You are miserable about the man that your daughter Heather married.
Yes.
How old is Heather?
16.
And how old is her husband?
38.
All right. You heard what I said about typical. It is not typical that your son-in-law is older than you are. Is that correct? He is older than you. You say that besides the huge age difference, you're very upset with the way he treats your daughter. Just tell us what's wrong.
Well, Sally, for one thing, because of the age difference, I'm scared for her safety.
Why?
Well, twice I've seen bruises on her, and
She
said it
can't
was.
have friends. She can't go to the doctor. She won't let you see her alone. You've seen.
No, he will not.
He will not.
He will not allow her to have
You have
friends.
seen bruises on her. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, she says they were wrestling around, the bruises on her arms. And she told me that she was very upset.
Why would you allow a 16-year-old to marry a 38-year-old?
I was at the end of my ropes. I figured Heather, I was going to find, her dead somewhere because she was in the gangs. I didn't know where she was for weeks at a time. And then when she got with him, she started working. She started, she was home every night. I mean, it was like complete turnaround.
I'm not sure that the way you solve problems with a teenager is to marry him.
I tried everything else. I tried calling the judge. I tried everything else.
Let's bring him out and let's talk.
First of all, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, okay?
I'm just going by what you told me. I'm going by what you told me.
She did not raise me. She did not raise me. She didn't raise me. She did not raise me. So what? She didn't raise me. As far as me being on my own in the gangs, because she wasn't there for me. She left me by myself, okay?
No,
she left me by
when I was in the
myself.
hospital for 3 months
She
with
left
a
me.
bad car wreck.
Don't even know. That was when I
You
was
were
9
just-
years old. Don't
were just
act
a
like
child.
that's
You
why.
were just a child.
No, no.
never been there.
I was
I'm not
not.
gonna
You've
argue
never
with
been
you.
there for
I'm
me.
not gonna argue with you.
I'm the
As
only
far as
stability she's never
bruises,
had in her whole
thank
life.
you.
Oh, and
I take care of myself. I have a
best
job.
for her.
I'm fixing to get my GED and go to college to be a nurse. He takes care of me, supports me. You are never there except for when you want money, when you want to
He shows
ride.
you
Or when you
around.
want free food from my job.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Why
anything
should I
like that.
have friends or
I have friends
Just because
that
you can't
suit
use us
myself.
for your own personal gain, that's the problem you have with us. You can't use us anymore. So that's your problem.
Hosea, have you ever hit her, touched her,
No.
laid a hand
She can
on her?
tell you that.
Has he?
Heather,
No,
you
I
just told
swear.
me he shoves you.
No, I told you when we get in arguments, stuff like that, I push him. Because I have a bad temper.
She told Heather all kinds of stuff. She told Heather that I was a child molester.
Exactly.
She told Heather that I used to beat my ex-girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And I've never, ever done that.
Heather, you say your mother has really tried to sabotage the relationship.
Definitely.
Exactly.
In what way?
She called my house threatening to kill my husband.
What?
You called.
He's the one that threatened me.
No,
No, I
she
didn't.
came to my house, okay,
Never.
a long
All I
time
did
ago.
is say if he ever laid a hand on me,
That
he
is
would
not,
pay the consequences.
no, you said you had people lined up to kill him.
No, I did not.
Oh, I can name a few of them right now.
That is when
You
me
called
and
my
you were
house
on the
at 2
phone.
o'clock in
You
the
did not
morning.
know I was there. Me and her were sitting there talking, and you told Heather, quote, if she ever gets in my face and says anything to me, I will whip her ass.
That is not
Who
what
said
I
that?
told you that. I didn't even tell you that.
Heather, I heard you say, no, you're
she
not
came to
laying a
my
hand
house.
on my mother.
No, no.
If I was your age,
16.
told my mother to shut up, she would beat me like.
Oh, boy. We'll be right back. Now, this woman says she has only met her husband's mother once, but she said her mother-in-law has already spread terrible rumors about her to the rest of the family. Their story next.
Like I've never gave y'all money?
$40 the whole time. We've been together. $40.
I paid y'all's car. You said, oh, we didn't really needed that. It paid our car insurance.
$40 the whole time we've been together, and that's helping me? I've been helping you.
Well, then, Heather, next
Gas
time I
money.
get money, I won't give it to you again.
I don't need your money. I have a job.
It's what I'm saying.
We don't
That's
need
what we're
you.
saying.
That's what we're trying to tell you. We don't need you.
Please meet Tina and her husband, Keith. Tina and Keith have been married 2 years. She has met Keith's mother once for 20 minutes. Once. How much they're not living together. They didn't move to Georgia. How much trouble can be done in one meeting for 20 minutes? Tina said Kathy has done her best to try and break the two of them up. How if you've only met her once?
Well, the first time I met her, Sally, we went to her house.
What do you mean
and
first time? Was it the only
well,
time?
the first and only time that I ever met
Okay.
her. Okay, we went over to her house, and the whole topic was on the ex-wife. Okay. That didn't give me a start from the get-go, at all.
Okay.
She's saying false accusations about me. She's called me everything but a human being.
But she's only met you once for 20 minutes.
Yes. If I was to sit out in the audience today, she could not pick me out.
Well, I'd do it, except you've been on screen and she's been seeing the screen. She calls you names?
Yes.
And she gossips about you?
Very much so, very
Keith,
much so.
what's going on?
I think my mother's trying to compare her to my ex-wife. She thinks the best thing that ever happened to me was my ex-wife, but this is not my ex-wife. This is my wife, and this is who I want to be with.
Is your wife correct that your mother, who doesn't know her, is giving her a hard time?
Excuse me?
Is your wife correct?
Yes.
Is your mother giving your wife a hard time?
Yes, she does.
She is correct. Why is your mother doing this?
I don't know. I think she likes to just...
Let's
if
bring
she
her
ain't-
out and
if she
find
ain't
out.
happy.
Come on. Kathy, is it true you've only seen her once?
Yes.
Tell me what's going on.
Well, when Keith knew Tina, from my understanding, everything I get from Keith.
It's all
He
hearsay.
knew Tina
It's all hearsay.
2 weeks, and he married her.
Okay.
I get a phone call from my granddaughter, his daughter, crying her eyes out. Her dad got married. She was not aware of it. Oh, she's not going to have anything to do with it. She's terribly upset. Her mother and I talked my granddaughter into going and spending the weekend with Tina and Keith. From day one, they have fought, they have argued, Keith's had to leave home and go live with his sister.
But I have
I'm
two
speaking
I
now,
have
if
two
you don't
children.
mind.
I have two children
Can I
here that are
finish talk?
involved in
She
this
asked-
family also.
Sally
It is not
asked
only
me what was going on, not you. And my
cannot-
granddaughter's brought into a situation that she's never lived in. Yes, I am still friends with my former daughter-in-law. She's done an excellent job of raising my granddaughter. Keith has had to borrow money on top of money on top of money. Obviously, they don't communicate because when I talk to Tina, she doesn't know anything about him borrowing money.
But the ex-wife does.
What I discuss with his ex-wife is my business.
Well, it's none of hers, though. It is none of her business.
It's my son's job to pay his bills. And he doesn't pay his bills.
Tina says she feels that you're spreading rumors about her. Have you spread rumors?
Anything I know about Tina, I know from Keith.
That's not true.
When he's having a problem, he calls me crying. When he had to sell his race car, his trailer, his pickup truck, he cried and cried and cried. I'm losing everything that's important to me.
No,
And Mom, I need.
What about the Christmas card you sent us this year addressed to Mr.
Up
Keith
until
Orban?
the week
And then-
before
and
Christmas,
then when
my
we
son
opened it
told me
up-
he was getting a divorce, and I can prove it with witnesses.
I told you I was
Then you
getting a
need to start
divorce,
proving
but-
it, Kathy.
Keith, what did I say to you on the phone, the last phone conversation before Christmas? If I have to be rude, I'll say it in front of the audience.
And you said, how can you be getting divorced if you're still sleeping with somebody?
That's right.
Okay? I said, that's my prerogative, and I'm trying to
Well,
work
then
it
you're
out.
not
And you
getting a
call me,
divorce.
you call me a plastic bitch. Let me tell you
Let me
something.
say
The
it.
only plastic thing on me, lady, are my fingernails, okay? The rest of me is real. I've got feelings, and you've hurt them terribly. You don't even know me to judge me.
Tina, I have 5 daughters.
You pinch me, I'm gonna feel it, okay?
Why do you got?
I have 5 daughters, and I don't have half the problems. I have another son and another daughter-in-law.
Why don't you stop meddling in everybody's life and let us live our own life?
Tina, I live 65 miles away from you. I come to St. Pete, I go to see my daughters. I don't go to see you or Keith. The only time I hear from Keith is when he calls me with his problems.
No, that's
When he
not
parked
true.
his race
That's not
car-
my fault.
Don't lie. You're a habitual liar. And
No.
don't sit on this table.
I asked you, could I park my race car at your house?
I
And
want
every
to
week you
remind
came
you
up and
these
you
people
complained
have
about
only
Tina.
seen each other
And
for
I
20
don't-
minutes.
Don't even sit here and lie.
Kathy, you came here to talk to Keith and Tina. What do you want to tell them?
That they need counseling. They can't solve their problems and dump them on everybody else and blame them for their
I think
problems.
you need counseling yourself because you can't keep your nose out of other people's
Do I
business.
call you? Do I call
We'll be right back.
Do I call you? Yes, you do.
This woman says her daughter's husband is cheating on her. And she says she'll never rest until they're broken up for good. Their story next.
You are the power. Get off my stage.
When you're in trouble again, don't call me.
I won't.
Don't even think of picking up the phone and calling.
Don't call our house either.
I don't intend to.
Thank
I
you
got better
very
things
much.
to do with my money.
Oh, you sure do. That's why
That's right. I've got so much of it.
Sometimes during the break, I wonder if it's safe for me to come out. Maybe we haven't given full attention to the mothers-in-law. Please meet Alice. Alice says her daughter's husband, Anthony, is a cheating, irresponsible, and selfish man. And she says she won't stop sticking her 2 cents in until her daughter leaves him once and for all. Now, your daughter's name is Donna?
Tamika.
Tamika was supposed to be here, but she got so upset about the situation, she could not even be here today. Alice, tell me what's going on. When you say he's cheating, do you mean that he's cheating?
He's
Is
cheating.
he cheating on Tamika?
Yes, he is. I saw it, so I know he's cheating.
You saw him cheat?
Yeah. I saw him in the tavern with the woman.
Did you tell?
I told her. At first she believed it, but then he's conniving. And he just twisted her around his little finger. And she just let him go on.
How long have they been married?
They've been married 2 years. They've been together 6 years.
Okay. What else? He's a cheater. What else is wrong?
He won't work. The main reason my daughter isn't here today is because she couldn't get off from work. But he don't work, so he's here.
He swears?
Yes. He talks provocative around the children.
He was not there for your daughter when she had an operation?
That's right.
And you say he's a liar?
That's right.
Is he a good father?
Not in my book, he's not, for the simple reason that if you are doing the things he's doing, he's teaching the boys not to work, to talk any kind of way they want, and to drink. If that's the example you put before a child, that's what a child is going to learn.
What do you want to happen in your daughter's life?
I feel like if he can't shape up, then ship out.
Okay. Come on out, Anthony.
I got one thing to say. You need to crawl back from up under that rock you came from.
And you need to be up under it with me. That's where you belong, is up under a rock. You don't belong here.
Look. Check this out, look. I came here, I brought you here for one reason, to simply tell you, mind your own business. You need a man.
My daughter is my business.
No.
That's my business.
Your daughter is my business now.
Wait a minute.
No, you wait a minute.
That's my child. That ain't your business. I birthed her.
You know what?
I birthed her, I raised her, she's mine. Now, you might have married her, okay? I'm not saying that you didn't marry her. You might have married her. But as long as I'm on earth and got blood running through my body, and as long as she's on earth and got blood running through her body, she's gonna be my business.
Another thing, as far as this cheating thing, how you know I'm cheating? What you went about too?
What I did when I was coming home from church at 10 o'clock at night, we just got out of revival. I ride past this tavern, right? He ain't got his car up there. My daughter's car sitting out in front of the tavern. And I know her car when I see it. Due to the fact that I know that my daughter does not drink, Do not go to lounges. I stopped the car because I'm wondering, like, what is she doing up in here? And why is she here in Milwaukee this time of night? I walks up in the door of the bar. He's sitting up there.
Don't you know that there's a law against stalking?
Stalk? That's not stalking. I was on my way home.
That's what you're doing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, look, hold on, man.
I want to say to you,
Let me say something.
I want to say to you, you need to respect your mother because you only got one mother. You need to respect your mother. She brought you in this world, she can take you out. All right? And you over there, only thing you need is family counseling. That's it.
Can I say something, Sally? Can I respond to that?
Go ahead, quickly.
I would respect my mother if she was my mother. She gave birth to me. That's as far as it went.
And that makes her your mother.
No, it don't. She gave no it does not make her my mother. Hell no, it don't.
Your mother carried you 9 months. I'm the mother. She carried my wife there. Sit your down. You better sit down. You sit down.
You hit this woman. No, I didn't touch her. You sit down. Calm down. She don't even know me. It don't matter. Yo, it don't matter. She is an elderly woman. I don't do that. Don't do that.
All right. Everybody take it. Hello. We got enough arguing among the families without you fighting with the audience. We'll be right back. Will these people have to decide between the woman who gave birth to them or the person they want to spend the rest of their lives with? Stay with us.
I don't want to sit by that bitch. Not the mission. I'm talking about my grandparents. You were going out there shooting heroin. That's why I was with them. Tell the truth.
Sorry.
She ain't nothing but a damn heroin addict. Still is.
Okay, don't worry about it.
I think we're the Brady Bunch.
Yes, I told you that. I said it's all going to be all right.
I really need to say, because this is like really having an effect on me.
Do you want me to get Isabel out here? Isabel, will you come over here and sit?
Sure will, Sam.
Just
Yes.
tell her what's wrong. Tell her what's wrong. Go ahead, Isabel, sit down.
I'm sort of appalled at what I've been watching happening on this stage today. I would like to say something to two of the men to begin with, and that's to Michael and Keith. Where are you? There you are. Act like men. Be men.
The way I was raised.
The mistake is, I've been watching your wives and your mothers fight with one another. It's not their battle, it's yours. One of the tasks we have as we grow up is to separate from our families and to create our own. It doesn't have to be that we slam the door on the past, which is our mother, and open the door to the future, which is our wives or our husbands, but there can be some sort of compromise. I can still love my parents and be close to them, but recognize that my primary relationship is my spouse.
We'll be right back.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Mothers, I'm going to tell you what you're doing is emotionally battering your kids when you tell them what a rotten choice of husband or wife they've made. Boy, have you messed up.
If the mother had said it, but when the son keeps coming to the mother every time he leaves home or his siblings home, then he puts everybody into it.
I agree with you, Kathy. But
Heather, your mother's backstage. She would like to talk to you. Do you want to talk to her?
No, no one's listening to what I have to say. Nobody cares, so why should I care about her?
Sally, can I say something?
I'm going to say something about that. You know,
her mother really wants to talk to her.
I think she should. Because Heather, you know, you say your mother wasn't there for you.
My man can't make me do nothing. I'm my own person.
Your mother wasn't there for you. But you know, there are life circumstances that can be very complicated. And sometimes we can't do what we'd like to do for our children. And sometimes the money isn't there, the emotional support isn't there, and we're unable to do what we want to do. And I think I see some of the mothers here shaking their heads, yes. Like, we know what that path is. So
Okay.
I think, Heather, you should talk to her.
I'll take you back. While I'm gone, will you talk to what
sure
you say?
will.
What your yes? Go ahead. What's your
But
comment?
what gives her a right, no matter what, to say anything about my wife?
I
She doesn't
agree.
even know me.
I agree.
Have I said it?
Oh, yes, you have.
That's their word.
What'd you
That's
say
their
on the phone the other
word.
night?
They're back together
But I
now,
saw the
so
interaction between
they're
you.
back together now.
What'd you say on
I
the phone
saw
the other
the
night?
interaction
What'd
between
you
you.
say on the phone the other night, Tuesday night? What was
Keith.
your last, no,
My
wait a minute,
exact
wait a minute.
words was, I don't have a son anymore.
That's
it.
right,
I'm
okay.
finished.
All right, and you
I
said,
will do no
you
more
said,
for you.
you
I will
said,
not get you out of
no,
jail.
you said you
I will
will.
not loan you money.
I
You
agree
said-
with you, Kathy.
You said, no, let's get this
The lady
part out.
agrees with me.
Heather, why can't we have a relationship?
Because every time you call, it's not to say I love you or how have you been. It's, Heather, can you bring me across
Heather,
town?
every time I talk to you, I tell you I love you.
Yeah, before we hang up, but first, can I borrow $25? I need a prescription to be filled, or before I go on the show. No, I'm in pain.
Here's what you need to do. You need to recognize you're an adult and live your life responsibly. Act like an adult. Don't go to your mother to rescue you when there are problems and then get angry when she has an opinion you don't agree with. But I will say, to criticize your daughter-in-law is a mistake. It hurts your child.
You're always too busy.
So what? I'm married now, Mother. I have to do things to take care of myself. You're not there no more. You never have been, really. I have to do this on my own, and you're not making it easy for me. You know, you already got these people out here thinking that you're the perfect mother, and I'm the one who messed
I
up.
have never said I was the perfect mother. I don't think there is a perfect mother.
I want you to know, look, even though we got our problems, or whatever the case may be, and you may feel I'm controlling her, brainwashing and all that, I feel the same thing about you too. But wait, my question is with her is, I would appreciate it, truly, if you would just mind your own business. Wait, let me finish.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Just let me finish.
I'ma let
Even
you
though you
finish,
claiming your daughter, okay, true enough, I have children too. I don't really want to have no fruit with you because I'm married to your daughter, and I got to deal with you. I got to deal with you.
Yes.
I got to deal with you, so I don't want to just
Absolutely.
have the atmosphere all messed up. Now, my statement was, she really needs, if I got to pay for it, she needs some help.
I need some help.
Wait, the reason why I say that, because you are so nosy. Wait, the reason why I say because you are so
I'm gonna
nosy.
let you have your fun now.
You are in everybody else's business.
I'm gonna let you have
dipping
all
in
your
somebody
fun.
else's business, almost get me to tear that man head off, because he got in your face.
Whether you gonna tell us
No,
wait a
I'm
minute.
serious,
You
though.
know I'm not
I'm
gonna
serious,
my
though.
nose
If you
out.
don't mind your own business, things like that,
This
wouldn't
is my
happen.
business.
All I did was try to get out of the ghetto and out of the gangs, out of the drugs that I was in, to get into a normal life and act
And I
like a
told
normal
everybody I
human
was
being.
proud of you for that.
But now all of a sudden you want to tell my husband's beating me? He don't ever lay
I
hands
never
on me.
once asked anybody. I never once said he beat you. All I did was say he shoved you.
So
and I was
what?
worried
That
about
was
your
one
health.
time, Mother. I
Heather,
pushed
I
him
was-
first. All he did was
I'm
go
worried
stop.
about your safety.
No, worry about your own. You're the one that ends up with two black eyes, not me.
Stand by your daughter. Forget him. You know what I'm saying? Stand by your daughter, because that's going to always be your daughter.
That's right.
Stand by her. Oh, you shut up. You just
You-
don't want to
you
work.
need a
You
man
don't want to
too.
work? You don't want to
You
work?
need a
Get out.
man
Get
too.
the step in. You don't want to
I ain't
work.
got the steps, sis.
Okay, how can we help these people? What can we leave them with? How can we help them?
Well, I think Anthony
Yes,
has
ma'am.
made a real good attempt. He's opening the door and saying, look,
I'm trying to like
here. Let's
You
try.
ain't got to like me. What is your problem? I don't live on your
Trying to
life.
like. Girl, stop calling my house 2, 3 in the morning.
Anthony.
When my
Upset my
daughter stop
household.
calling me at 2
She
or 3
don't
in the
call you
morning, then I don't have to call back.
Upset my
You
household
wanna
about
see
what
the
you want to know.
telephone bill?
You want to see the telephone bill?
Anthony.
No.
Listen.
Move her away from me.
You don't
Give me a
want
headache.
you don't want to treat your children like they're a possession. We have to recognize they're grown up. It's a different stage of life. That our children are entitled to make mistakes. We want to be there for them to catch them.
They ain't supposed to
But
be
it's
used.
fair.
They do not have to be used and made fools out of
Is
by
she
somebody
stupid?
that's supposed to be so streetwise that he can take and wrap her around his little finger. No, she is not supposed to be like that.
Talk to the
They
therapist.
gonna
See
make
one can help
mistakes,
you, not
okay?
me.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
This is not my only marriage.
There are times when you sit through a show like this, and the first thing I think about is, no matter how bad my problems are, other people seem to have it worse. And the other thing I think about is, it's wonderful how many families really do get along, you know, considering the circumstances. Isabel, I got something out of it. I'd like to thank you for being here with us today, and we'll see you all next time.